Hi, everyone. This is Jeff Clark of the Paydirt Prospector here at the Metals Investor Forum in beautiful Vancouver, BC. I'm here in this video with the CEO of Emperor Metals, John Florek. John, thanks for joining me.
Yeah, thanks for having me, Jeff.
Absolutely. So, John, I want to talk about a lot of things because you've got a lot of things going on.
Yeah,
but first, if people aren't familiar with you, I want them to hear a little bit about your background, the successes you've had. Everybody's talking about AI in the general market. You're using AI on what will be 2 projects now. So just briefly, tell people about your background and your success.
Yeah, okay. I have about 35 years in the industry. The first half was in exploration. Subsequent half, the other half is in production, both underground and open pit. Underground at Hemlo Gold Mines and open pit at Detour Lake Gold. Okay. I worked for companies like BHP, Placer Dome, Barrick, Teck. Most recently, I was up at, like I said, Detour Lake Gold. And then we got bought out by Kirkland Lake Gold and then Anico Eagle. So I worked for all 3 of those companies for a bit.
But you used AI to actually increase the amount of ounces of production, right?
Yeah, so the foundational approach to using AI, my team and myself, we basically did that up at Detour Lake Gold. We built new models and new domains for estimating the gold in these AI-built domains. Now, initially, they're just foundationals, and then we made super domains using AI to get it more refined. But when we fed those new models in the thinking of how to use AI properly in a production setting, when we fed that through the mill, we were seeing 20% increase in the amount of gold. And at the time, we were producing 700,000 ounces of gold from that one mine. Gold was at $1,100 an ounce. That equated an additional revenue of $150 million per year for life of mine.
Wow, that's just based on your modeling and using AI there. That's fantastic. Let's hope you do the same thing here at Emperor.
Yeah.
So talk to us first about Duquesne. This is pretty much the flagship, at least at this point. You have drilling you're doing. You have unsampled drill core that you're getting assayed. You're doing some AI modeling, and then you bought another project. But first, talk to us about Duquesne.
Yeah, Duquesne West. Obviously, we have that news flow coming out, the last press release. Let's back up a little bit on Duquesne West. We picked it up using AI because we used that, and it really illuminated the exploration potential to grow this deposit. In our inaugural 2023 drilling program, we saw that no one was sampling the host rock.
Yeah.
And that host rock carried low-grade bulk tonnage stuff. So we quickly envisioned large-scale open pit above this high-grade underground gold deposit. Mm-hmm. So that was the excitement. And within that conceptual open pit model for 2024, we're drilling out because we want to add those incremental ounces. And the last press release, we drilled in an area of the open pit, which we thought was probably 1 gram or plus or minus half a gram material. And we encountered, 21 meters of 7 grams per ton.
Yeah. Fantastic.
So that's going to have an upgrade effect to the model. We're also trying to extend the footprint eastward. Currently, the dimensions of this open pit, this conceptual open pit, is basically 1.8 kilometers long by 800 meters wide down to 400 meters depth.
Yeah.
And we want to expand the footprint. So that's what we were doing in 2024.
That's fantastic. Yeah. So it's great that you have the underground mine that when you actually purchased this property, and now you have the open pit model that looks like it's going to work. And you're going to have a resource at some point. Is that near term? Is that not till next year? An update on Duquesne West.
Yeah, at Duquesne West, the goal is once all the 2024 drilling comes in, hopefully by the end of this month, we'll have the press releases, and then we're going to get, start working on the MRE.
Okay.
So we hope to have that done by Q1.
Oh, really?
2025.
Okay. This quarter. Okay.
Yes, and it might be like the first month of Q2. I don't know. You're going to have to hire an independent consultant to do this work.
Yeah.
It might take longer than I expected, but it should go relatively quick. We have the data. We have all our shapes, and we're going to have a meeting with the consultants and showing them exactly how we use AI, and so they can understand what we're doing as well.
Yeah. And you have 700,000 ounces there now?
Yeah. So the historical mineral resource is 727,000 ounces with an average grade of 5.42 grams per ton.
Awesome.
Yeah, and so the goal would be to push this over that hurdle of 1 million ounces, so we get institutional investors into the game, and break a $10 million market cap, which is it's hard to imagine that we're under $10 million.
It is. The stock is so deeply undervalued.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, especially when we picked up this other asset too, that we'll talk about shortly. I mean, the property just to south of us has a similar asset to the one we just picked up, and it was purchased for $25 million.
Yeah.
So,
but you do think Duquesne West will probably get over 1 million ounces resource in this next one?
Yeah.
And how many? It's 1 year of drilling, 2 years of drilling to update for this resource, or how much?
Well, we did 2023 and 2024 drilling to update the mineral resource. That's what we're going to publish. Now, keep in mind that we only have about 130,000 meters of drilling on the property. And we want to break 1 million ounces. You see other companies with similar projects, they're out to 500,000 plus meters of drilling. So we have a lot more drilling. Each drill hole adds more ounces to this project. So you can see the evolution of potential ounce growth here.
Right. Good.
Yeah.
Very good.
Yeah.
Okay, let's jump over to the asset you just acquired.
Yeah, for sure.
It's not closed yet as we talk here today, but tell us about this asset, why you bought it, what you hope to do with it.
Yeah, it's under purchase and sales agreement with Maritime Resources. So it was kind of an orphan deposit, and it has a total ounce of all categories, about 227,000 ounces, average grade about 4 grams per ton. But exciting about the project was I figured about $70 million was spent on it. It has 3.3 kilometers of underground development.
Wow.
Yep, and it has 2 bulk samples. Put it this way, Alexis was ready to start mining this in 2010.
Okay.
But then they got acquired by Queenston. Okay. And then it went to court, and so it was a whole debacle, and it became an orphan again because it was 227,000. It wasn't a 1 million ounce deposit.
Right.
And Maritime was focused on the open pit. So we're happy to have Maritime come aboard as a large shareholder. It's nice to have industry people believe in your project. They love our Duquesne West project. They're building an open pit in Newfoundland. They like what we're doing in Quebec. They wanted to become a shareholder. So it's great to have them come in as a shareholder. Like a colleague in the industry likes what we're doing. And
yes, absolutely. And what do you hope to do here in the near term with this deposit once it closes?
Yeah, so we're going to do some additional modeling. I think that we could probably get, just with the modeling, we could show that it's a lot larger than 227,000 ounces.
Yeah.
And then put it on a path to grow it out to potentially 1 million ounces. But what we want to do is we're doing a gap study with engineers and stuff because we want to dewater the mine. Okay.
It does need dewater.
It's been underwater for 15 years. So we're going to have to dewater it, and then probably do some rehab. We can start drilling underground to put things into indicated category. The vision is that, it has a permit in place. So we're transferring these permits over to our name, hopefully. Hopefully we don't have any glitches there. But once those it's a 6 years left on the 30-year mining permit for 1,000 tons per day. So Alexis was ready to mine this in 2010, and then things changed, right? Gold price is now, $2,700?
Yeah, as we talked.
So it even becomes more exciting to mine it. And when the money is not coming into the junior space, my chairman of the board always says, John, hope is not a strategy. And, hoping the money comes into the junior space. We talk about it's going to happen in 2025. But I wasn't going to sit around waiting for it.
Right.
I'm sitting on a pile of gold that is worth money.
Yeah.
So it's right there. So my plan is to try to start bringing this to we're a pre-production story now to some extent.
Yeah, that's great. Awesome. Yeah. Well, lots of catalysts for this company coming up in 2025. You'll see a lot of news flow, potentially market moving news flow. I am overweight this stock. I really believe in this company, this project, and in John. So you'll have to check it out. So, John, thanks for joining me.
Thank you.
And thanks for watching here at the Metals Investor Forum.